Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Today we are doing algebraic expressions chapter 11 exercise 11b. Find the quotient and remainder if any, that is if there's any remainder when this polynomial is divided by this polynomial and we have to verify our answer. So first let's do the division. So we have our dividend and we have our divisor. Take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. That is a cubed divided by a. So this is a to the power of 3 minus 1 because it's division. So a square. Now take that and put it in your quotient a square. Now you have it in the quotient. Multiply. This time you have to multiply every term of your divisor with the quotient, that is a square. So a square into a and a square into 1. So let's begin. A square into a. It's multiplication. So we add up the powers. So it becomes a to the power of 3. Then a square into 1 is a square. So that is plus a square. Next step is we subtract. So when you subtract, the signs will change. So this will become minus. This will also become minus. Now here a cubed and a cubed you can cancel. Here we have to add up the powers here because the signs are the same. We add up the numbers. So minus 5 plus 1 is 6. 6a square. Bring down the next term 8a. Now again we take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and we divide. Minus 6a square divided by a. So here you have minus, the number is 6. A square minus a is a to the power of 1, which is a itself. Now put that in your quotient, minus 6a. Now we're going to multiply minus 6a into a first. So the sign is minus. 6a into a is 6a square. Then we multiply minus 6a into plus 1. When you multiply by 1, you get the same number. So it is minus 6a. So now we change the signs. So minus becomes plus. This also becomes plus. Now here you have minus 6a square and plus 6a square. Both get cancelled. Now we have here we have plus 8a plus 6a. So signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we add up. 8 plus 6 is 14. So that is 14a. Now bring down the next term which is plus 15. Let's bring that down here. So it is plus 15. Now again, take the first term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor. So we have plus 14a divided by a. So here the a and the a get cancelled. So what do we have here? We have 14. So write that in your quotient. So that is plus 14. Now multiply 14 into a. 14 into a is 14a. So that is plus 14a. Then we have 14 into 1 is 14. So that is plus 14. Now we have to subtract. So change the signs. Here this will become minus. This is also minus. Now here plus 14a and minus 14a will get cancelled. Now here we have plus 15 and minus 14. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. So here we have plus 15 minus 14 is 1. So we have a remainder. So we have found our quotient and we have found our remainder. Now we have to verify our answer. So there is a particular way to verify the answer. So let's do that. So this is how we verify. Dividend equals quotient into divisor plus remainder. That means you already have the dividend. When you work out this, it should be the same as what is given for the dividend. So what is the dividend given to us? This is already given to us. We're also given the divisor. So dividend and divisor are given to us. We just found out the quotient and we also found out the remainder. Now we're going to use all this and see whether this statement is correct, whether this side is equal to this side. So dividend, let's write it down. It's already given to us. So that is a to the power of 3 minus 5a square plus 8a plus 15. This is already given to us. Quotient is what we found out, that is a square minus 6a plus 14 into, so I'm going to put this within brackets, into the divisor which is a plus 1 plus remainder. And what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. So now what we have to do is we leave this as it is. We're going to work out this side and see whether we're going to get the same answer. Okay, so we're going to multiply these two. So how do we multiply that? Like our normal multiplication, we take the first term of this and multiply it with each term here and then take the second term. So that is, we write it down like this: a into a square minus 6a plus 14 into 1. Okay, 1 into the same thing, a square minus 6a plus 14. And then we have this plus 1 which is remaining. Now remember, whenever you have multiplication addition, multiplication has to be done first. That's why we are doing this first. So now let's begin our multiplication. We're going to multiply every term of this by a. So that is, we are doing a into a square. A into a square will be a to the power of 3 because we add the powers. Then we do a into minus 6a, that is minus 6a square. Then we go on to a into 14, which is plus 14a itself. Then we go on to the next one, 1 into every term of this. So 1 into anything will give us back the same number, isn't it? So let's write it down as it is, that is plus a square minus 6a plus 14, and we have this plus 1. Now let's arrange all the like terms together. Here we have a cubed. Do we have another a cubed? We don't have, so we'll write this as it is, a cubed. Now let's look at a square. So here we have a square. There's one more a square here. So let's take these two and put them together. So minus 6a square plus a square. Then we have the a's. Let's look at the a's. Here we have plus 14a and minus 6a. So let's take that. Plus 14 minus 6. 14a minus 6a, and then we just have the numbers plus 14 plus 1. Here we can do it here itself. 14 plus 1 is 15. So let's write plus 15. Now let's work on all this. So a cubed, let's work on the like terms. So here the signs are different. So we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtract 5a square. Then we have the next one, 14a minus 6a. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 14 minus 6 is 8, 8a, and then plus 15. Now this is what we have on the right hand side, isn't it? A cubed minus 5a square plus 8a plus 15. What do we have on the left? Let's write that down here. Okay, so that is a cubed minus 5a square plus 8a plus 15. Now you need to check to see if the left hand side and the right hand side are equal. A cubed, we have a cubed, minus 5a square plus 8a plus 15. So as you can see, the left hand side and the right hand side are the same. That means we have verified our answer and our quotient and remainder are correct. So this is how we verify our answer. Question 2. Find the quotient and remainder when this binomial is divided by this. And we also have to verify our answer. So let's begin our division. So here the first term of the dividend is divided by the first term of the divisor. So let's do that. So we have 3x to the power of 4 divided by x. That is, okay, so now our number is 3. X to the power of 4 minus 1 is x to the power of 3. So we have 3x cubed, which we will write in our quotient, 3x to the power of 3. Now what we have to do is multiply. This time it's multiplication of every term of the divisor by 3x cubed. So let's do that also here in the working column. So 3x cubed into the first term of the divisor, which is x. So the number is 3. X to the power of 3 minus 1 is x to the power of 4. So let's write that here, 3x to the power of 4. Next we're multiplying 3x cubed into minus 3. So the sign will be minus. 3 into 3 is 9 and x cubed. Now we have to subtract this. Remember, the sign will change. So here it is a plus sign. It's now going to become minus. This minus is going to become plus. Now here when you see 3x to the power of 4 and minus 3x to the power of 4 is 0. So that will get cancelled. Now we have to look at this. Here the signs are the same. Then we have 6 plus 9. So when signs are the same, you add up. 6 plus 9 is 15. So it is 15x cube. Bring down the next term, which is minus 6x square, and write it down here. So this is now minus 6x square. Now again, we're going to take the first term of the dividend, this is a new dividend, and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So that is 15x to the power of 3 divided by x. So what do we get? 15. X to the power of 3 minus 1 is x to the power of 2. So that is 15x square. So let's write that down. Plus 15x square. Now again, we're going to multiply every term of this into the quotient that we just got, 15x square. Let's try and do it here itself. 15x square into x. So the number is 15. The number is 15. X square into x is x to the power of 3. Then let's multiply 15x square into minus 3. The sign is minus. 15 into 3 is 45 and x to the power of 2. Again, here we're going to subtract. So let's change the signs. This is plus, which is now going to become minus. Minus is going to become plus. Now here we have 15x cube and minus 15x cube, which will get cancelled. Then here, what do we have? Here signs are different, so we put the sign of the bigger number plus and we subtract 45 minus 6, which is 39x square. 39x square. Now we bring down the next term, which is plus 2x. We have to put it down here. So let's write that. So that will be plus 2x. So again, we take the first term of the divisor of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor. So we have 39x square divided by x. The number is 39x square minus x is x itself, 2 minus 1. So write that in your quotient. So that is plus 39x. Now we're going to multiply 39x into x minus 3. So 39x into x first will be 39x into x is x square. Now let's multiply 39x into minus 3. The sign is minus. Then we multiply 39 into 3, which is 117. So we write 117x. So that is over. Now again we have to subtract. So plus will now become minus. Minus becomes plus. So here plus 39x square minus 39x square is 0. So we can cancel that. Here we have plus 2x plus 119x. Signs are the same. So put the same sign and add. 117 plus 2 is 119. So 119x. Now we bring down this. That is minus 7. So let's write minus 7 here. Again, take the first term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor. So that is 119x divided by x. Now here the x will get cancelled. So what do we have? 119, which we can write here. So that is plus 119. Now we have to multiply 119 by x minus 3. So 119 into x will give us 119x, which we will write here. So that is 119x. Now we're going to multiply 119 by minus 3. So the sign is minus. Then we have 119 into 3, which is 357. 357. So we've finished with this. Now we're going to subtract. So the sign will change. Plus will become minus. Minus becomes plus here. Now here we have plus 119x minus 119x, which is 0. So cancel it. Now here we have minus 7 plus 357. So here signs are different. So put the sign the bigger number and subtract. 357 minus 7 is 350. So we have a remainder this time as 350. So we have found our quotient. We have found our remainder. So that is the first part of the question. So you need to write quotient and remainder. Next, we have to verify our answer. So let's verify this answer. So now we're going to do the verification. Now how do we do it? We have to use this formula. Here the dividend should be equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. That means the left hand side and the right hand side should be equal. So we have all this. We have the dividend which is already given to us. The divisor is also given to us. Quotient is something that we found out, and remainder is 350 that we have found out. Now let's substitute all these with these values given here and see if both the left hand side and the right hand side are equal. So dividend is this, okay? So let's write that. That is 3x to the power of 4 plus 6x cube minus 6x square plus 2x minus 7. This should be equal to quotient into divisor. So quotient is also given to us, 3x square plus 15, 3x cube that is, plus 15x square plus 39x plus 119 quotient into divisor which is x minus 3, then plus remainder which is 350. So here we have a left hand side, we have an equal to sign and a right hand side. So both these sides should be equal. So let's work out this, what is given here. So let's do that working. So here how do we multiply? Now we have to multiply first because according to Bodmer's, multiplication should be done before addition. So when we multiply, remember each term of this should be multiplied with each term here. So here we are going to multiply this with each term of this polynomial. Let's take only x from here. Okay, so let's take only x here and write that. So that will be x into the whole polynomial, 3x cube plus 15x square plus 39x plus 119. Okay, now minus 3, that is the next term. Here we are taking minus 3 and we are going to multiply with all these things. So what is that now? All the terms there, 3x cube plus 15x square plus 39x plus 119. So we have written this part. So this part we have expanded and written it here. Now we need to add 150 to this. So let's write plus 350. Now let's do this multiplication. When you multiply this with each term inside. So we begin with x into 3x cube. So first multiply with 3x cube. So that will be the numbers 3, x into x cube is x to the power of 4. Then we multiply this into this number. That is 15x square into x. 15x square into x. Sign is plus. The number is 15x square into x is x cube. Now we multiply x into this number which is 39x. So the sign is plus. 39x into x is x square. Then we multiply into 119. 119 into x will be 119x. Now we go on to the next part. Here we are going to multiply minus 3 with each term inside. So it will be minus 3 into 3x cube. So the sign is minus, 3 3s are 9, 9x cube. Then we multiply with the next one which is 15x square. Minus into plus is minus, 3 into 15 is 45x square. Then we multiply minus 3 into 39x. So the sign is minus. Minus 3 into 39 is 117 and that is x there. Then we multiply minus 3 into the last one which is plus 119. So that is minus 357. So we finished the multiplication. Now we need to add this 350 also here. So let's write that plus 350. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take the like terms. So the first one here is 3x to the power of 4. We don't have another x to the power of 4. So we will write it as it is. So this is 3x to the power of 4. Next one is x to the power of 3. Do we have any more x to the power of 3? Yes, we have here. So let's work out these two. Okay, plus 15 and minus 9x cube. We can do it straight away here. Plus 15 minus 9. Sign of the bigger number is plus 15 minus 9 is 6. So that is 6x cube. Then let's take plus 39x square and minus 45x square. sign of the bigger number is minus. 45 minus 39 is 6. So that is 6x squared. Then we have plus 119x and minus 117x. So 119 minus 17 is 2. So that is plus 2x. And then what do we have? We have the numbers minus 357 plus 350. Sign of the bigger numbers minus, and when you subtract the 2, you get 7. So on the right hand side, quotient into divisor plus remainder, we got so much. Now on the left hand side, what we have, let's write it down here. So what do we have there? We have 3x to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed minus 6x squared plus 2x minus 7. So here we have the left hand side and here we have the right hand side. And look carefully and see whether both are equal. They are both equal. So this is how we verify. If they are both equal, that means our quotient and our remainder are correct. So what we worked out in the previous step, the first part of the question, this verification will tell us that that part was correct. Question 3, we have to find the quotient and remainder when this polynomial is divided by this binomial. Here also we have to verify our answer. So we have our division here. So let's begin the division. First term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor we have to divide. So that means 6x squared divided by 3x. So we can cancel 3 and 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So here we have 2, then x squared divided by x, that is x to the power of 2 minus 1 is simply 1, which is 2x. So that we're going to write in the quotient. We have 2x. Now let's multiply 2x with every term in the divisor. So first 2x into 3x and then 2x into 5. So 2x into 3x. 2 3's are 6x into x is x squared. Now 2x into 5. So the sign is plus. 2x into 5 is 5 2's are 10, 10x. Now we have to subtract. So here when we subtract, the signs change. This is a plus sign. This becomes minus. This also becomes minus. Now here we have plus 6x squared minus 6x squared. That's equal to 0. So let's cancel it. Now here what do we have? We have 1x and 10x minus. Sign of the bigger number is minus. So let's put that. Now subtract. 10 minus 1 is 9. So that's 9x, and bring down the next term, which is minus 15. So 9x minus 15. So here again, let's take the first term and divide it by the first term here. So that will be minus 9x divided by 3x. The sign is minus. We can cancel 3 and 9. 3 ones are 3, 3 3's are 9. We can cancel x and x also. So we just have minus 3. So we'll write that in the quotient here, minus 3. Now let's multiply minus 3 into every term here. So first minus 3 into 3x. The sign will be minus. 3 3's are 9, 9x. Then here 3 into 5. So the sign is minus and 3 5's are 15. Now we have to subtract. So change the sign. So this becomes plus. This also becomes plus. Now here minus 9x plus 9x is 0. So this gets cancelled. So that's 0. And here also minus 15 plus 15 gets cancelled, and that is 0. So that means our remainder is 0. And we have our quotient here. This is the quotient. Our remainder is 0. Now let's verify and see whether our quotient and our remainder are correct. So let's do the verification now by using this formula. Dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. What is the dividend and divisor? These two are already given to us. Quotient and remainder are what we found out. Now let's replace all these, substitute all these with these values given. So let's begin. Dividend. How much is dividend? 6x squared. Let's write that. 6x squared plus x minus 15 is the dividend. Then quotient into divisor. So let's write the quotient. Quotient is 2x minus 3 into divisor. Divisor is 3x plus 5 plus remainder, and the remainder is 0. So now we have to work out what is on the right hand side. Let's first do this multiplication. So we take 2x and multiply it with each term here. So let's do that. So that will be 2x into the other binomial, that is 3x plus 5. Then we take this, the next term here, that is minus 3 into 3x plus 5, that is quotient into divisor, plus remainder is 0. So let's do this multiplication. So 2x into 3x, that's the first thing. 2 3s are 6, x into x is x square. Then we multiply 2x into plus 5. 2 5s are 10 and x. Let's go to the next one. Minus 3 into 3x. So the sign is minus. 3 3s are 9, 9x. Next we multiply minus 3 into 5. So sign is minus, 3 5s are 15 plus 0. So now here let's look for the like terms. 6x squared is by itself. Now we have like terms here, plus 10x minus 9x. So signs are different. Let's put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. That is 1x or just x. Then we have minus 15 plus 0, which is minus 15 itself. So on the right hand side we have 6x squared plus x minus 15. On the left hand side, what do we have? The dividend. Let's write it down here. So that will be 6x squared plus x minus 15. So this is on the left hand side and we have the right hand side. Now look carefully and see whether both are equal. If both are equal, that means we have verified that the quotient and the remainder are correct. Question 3. The area of a rectangle is given to us. One of its sides is also given to us. We have to find the length of the adjacent side. So we have a rectangle. What are adjacent sides? Sides next to each other. This side and this side. That is, the length and the breadth are adjacent sides. So here the area is given and one of its sides is given. So let's take this side to be the length. Okay, so let's take this to be the length. That means length is given to us. We have to find the breadth. And the formula to find area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Now area is given to us, length is given to us. If we have to find breadth only, then the formula is area divided by length. To find the breadth is area divided by length. So let's continue now. So the area is given to us. One of its sides, which we are going to take it as the length, is given to us. Now we have to find the length of the adjacent side, which is the breadth, and that is area divided by length. So we're going to divide area by length. Now here can you see I have left a gap here. I have left a gap here and written this number. Now remember, we have learned that our powers should be in ascending or descending order, and we normally do it in descending order. So here we have x cube. Here we have x square. We don't have an x, whereas we have it here in our divisor. So we are leaving that space for x and we have written the next number there. Okay, so leave that space for it. Now let's begin. Divide the first term here by the first term here. So that is x cube divided by x. That is x to the power of 3 minus 1, x to the power of 2. So this is x to the power of 2. Now x square into x and then x square into minus 1. That's what we need to do. So x square into x is x to the power of 3. Then you multiply x square into minus 1. The sign is minus. X square into 1 is x square. Now we're going to subtract. So here the sign will change. This becomes minus. This is plus. So here we have plus x cube minus x cube. 0. Cancel it. Then here we have minus 8 plus 1. So here it's understood it's 1. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7x square. And then we leave that gap and bring down the next one, which is plus 7. Again, take the first term here divided by the first term here. So minus 7x square divided by x. The sign is minus, the number 7, x square minus x is simply x. So now we have minus 7x, put it in the quotient, minus 7x. Now multiply minus 7x into each term here. So let's begin. Minus into plus is minus. The number is 7, x into x is x square. Now we are going to multiply minus 7x into minus 1. Minus into minus is plus, then 7x into 1 is 7x. Now let's change the sign. So this becomes plus, this is minus. So here minus 7x plus 7x is 0. To cancel these, bring down minus 7x here, and we also have plus 7. So now we have to again take the first term here and divide it by the first term. So that is minus 7x divided by x. Sign is minus, number 7. Now x and x get cancelled, so we only have minus 7. Put that in the quotient. Now multiply minus 7 into each one here. Minus 7 into x is minus 7x. Then minus 7 into minus 1 is plus 7. 7 ones are 7. Now change the sign. This becomes plus and this is minus. Now minus 7x plus 7x is 0. This gets cancelled. Similarly here, plus 7 minus 7 is 0. So now our quotient is the answer, and this is the length of the adjacent side. So let's write it down here. So the length of the adjacent side is x square minus 7x minus 7. So this is our answer. We have found the length of the adjacent side. We will stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.